All right, so with me at this moment, I have the co-owner of Free Fitness and a recipient of Edify Edmonton's Top 40 Under 40 Award for 2021. Tony Nguyen, how are you today?
I'm good, Sapreet. Thanks for having me.
Oh no, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to hear more about Free Fitness. It's an amazing initiative you have going on. It was well needed in our community. So I do want to actually start by talking a little bit about Free Fitness, if you don't mind giving us an introduction and also introducing yourself to all of my audience today.
Yeah, my name is Tony Nguyen. 30 years old now, and I'm actually born and raised in Whitehorse, Yukon, so not Edmonton. So I was up north. Moved to Edmonton to pursue my degree in Bachelor of Science in Kines. I'm a registered kinesiologist, and I'm a business owner. I'm one of the co-founders of Free Fitness here in Edmonton.
Awesome. So Free Fitness, where exactly in the city is this located?
Yeah, so we're located centrally and in Edmonton right now. We're actually expanding our facility to a 8,000 square foot facility on 120th Street and 115th Avenue. So very central Edmonton.
Amazing. Congratulations on that.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's been super nerve-wracking, but really fun while we're doing it. And I know that's how I know I'm doing the right thing right now.
Amazing. So Free Fitness, correct me if I'm wrong. So there's personal trainers there, and you can come in and train and use the facility, but there's no set fee. So it's a pay as you wish, as you feel model. So you can utilize this. You can have personal trainers at your disposal to train you, to help you get through your fitness goals, but you aren't stuck in a contract, or you're not paying those crazy rates that some of those standard gyms make you pay.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, so we offer a pay how you feel. So this unique business model started in 2016. And when I launched this, I had a lot of people kind of laugh at it and like, oh, like what does that even mean? Like, why does someone pays you $5? So it's very we tweaked it throughout the years. It's essentially a sliding scale to allow people as best as possible to afford personal training, because right now it's fitness and guidance is not easily accessible because it's expensive.
Mhm.
So if you go to most commercial gyms, they're charging anywhere from $65 to $85 per hour. And it's not to say we're not worth that dollar amount, because I do think we are, but it really limits the population that can actually afford training. So I think training is still seen as a luxury for most people, as opposed to something that everybody needs. Everybody needs guidance on what to do in the gym, their nutrition, accountability, motivation, but yet it's not accessible to most people. So we allow our clients to choose the hourly rate based on the value we provide for them and what works into their budget. So when they choose that dollar amount per session, they multiply it by 8, because we sell our packages in 8 1-hour training sessions. So you're essentially paying for a month of personal training at a time, because we like to see you twice a week minimum to start to build those consistent habits.
That's actually amazing. And do you help them with like their diet plans as well?
Yeah, we give them recommendations on things that we think they can improve on, because that's a big part of your overall health too. So we go for the holistic approach. You're not just going to be working out and exercising. You're also going to be making changes at home too, to the best of your ability. And we're just there to support and guide and recommend things that we think you can improve on when it comes to nutrition.
Of course. And I mean, this pandemic has taught us how important our health is. We need to take care of ourselves. It's very important what goes into our body, how we're staying fit. I mean, that all helps our immunity. During the pandemic was when I realized how much I enjoy going to the gym. I was going crazy while we're in lockdown and the gyms were closed. So I think it's a huge component of a lot of our lives. And it's actually really cool to see how you are taking the traditional gyms and twisting it and making it more accessible. Because even personally, when I started working out, especially weight training, I did not know what I was doing. I couldn't afford personal training. It was like $80 an hour. I was a student. There was no way I was going to afford that. So I started like doing YouTube videos, and then I would get like random little aches in my muscles, and then I'd be going to a chiropractor. Like, it's a vicious cycle, isn't it?
Right, yeah, and that's the thing, is that like we want people to move better, because movement is truly medicine, right? Especially during this terrible like last 2.5 years of during this pandemic, where activity dropped significantly because most people were working at home. So
Mhm.
now you're not leaving the house, so your activity minutes decreases significantly, less steps, and then on top of that, your nutrition either gets worse or stays the same. So then that has led to people just not feeling good about themselves mentally or physically. So if you're able to afford training and actually be on a program, a training program specifically for your needs at a price that works into your budget, it's a win-win for everybody. And on top of that too, if it works in your budget, you're going to be able to train for a longer periods of time. It's not like you're buying 12 sessions and then that's it. You're on your own. You got to figure it out on your own. No, and maybe now you can afford 24 sessions for the next 2 to 3 months and actually see some real long-lasting goals, changing your body composition, decreasing body fat, increasing lean muscle. And that's what our most people's goals are, right? So
Absolutely. And how many fitness trainers does it consist of at the moment?
so we have a team of 8 personal trainers, 5 full-time, 3 part-time. We have a boxing coach named Albert, who one of the biggest inspirations in my life right now. I love to share his story sometime. And as well as within the facility, we have a physiotherapy clinic as one of our subtenants as well. So we're trying to make that facility as available for most people to improve their health.
Do you guys do any like classes as well? Like, you know how there's like yoga, there's Pilates, there's like Zumba classes, anything of that sort? And if you do, what is the modeling with that? So is that pay as you wish, or is there a standard price for that as well?
Yeah. So previously in our previous location, as we're expanding right now, we offered mobility classes and something called kin stretch as well, which is essentially finding strength in your range of movement and your range of motion. So we do offer classes. They're not frequently on a schedule, but that's something we do plan to pursue in the future here. And yes, there's still pay how you feel per class as well.
Excellent. And I would love to hear more about Albert in the future as well. So maybe we'll save that for next time. I know we have talked about this briefly, and I think he has an amazing story to tell. So much inspiration. I would love to share his story in the upcoming weeks as well if we get the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And Tony, anything you would like to share with all of our listeners today? Any words of wisdom or motivation?
Yeah, it's when you're doing something that's a little bit more unique, a little bit more innovative, you'll get a lot of people who might question it, but you really have to stick with it and be consistent with it, because we could have stopped doing this when after the first year, when people are like, oh, you're still running that model. Yeah, we've been running it for almost 6 years now, and it's allowed us to grow our community bigger than we ever imagined, which has allowed us to open a facility larger than we ever imagined. And with that too, it's brought a lot of excitement and happiness and nerves, and that's when you're doing the right thing, is when you feel those emotions and you're able to push yourself to do something more that's outside of the box. We're currently hosting a Movember right now in support of men's mental health. So we do tons of community events, and we're hosting a yoga class this week with one of our friends from Joy Collective. And all of that is in support of Movember and men's mental health.
That's amazing. And could you share your social media handles with everyone as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So our IG or Instagram is at Free Fit. There's periods between the free, so at Free Fit. And then you can find us on Facebook, Free Fitness Inc. And those are our 2 main social medias. And our website is freefitnessinc.com. So if you're interested, learn a little bit more about us, you can find us on those 3 handles.
Excellent. And Tony, lastly, free. What does that stand for?
Yeah, free. It stands for focus, rise, energy, and empower. So our 4 pillars of what we try to work our business and training model around.
Thank you so much, Tony. And congratulations once again for making the top 40 under 40 in Edmonton. That's a huge, huge accomplishment. And I'm looking forward to hear more from you. I'm going to stay posted with Free Fitness and see all the exciting things that are coming up.
Thank you so much, Sapreet, for having me. It's been a pleasure.